So now, the question that we are now looking at, okay, why are we even here? Why are we doing this session? Why are we here? Okay. Number one, either you like it or not, either you accept it or not, either you think of it or not, everything, you are a global citizen, and everything that happens globally will affect you. Okay? Everything that happens globally will affect you. So it's best you tap into the global market, and the global market is a very deep pool. It's a very deep pool. And the global freelance market itself, it pays. The global currency, the currency that dominates the globe is still the US dollars. Okay? A lot of them still pay in US dollar. And if you work with someone that wants to pay in euro, you can collect your money in euro. Be it in yuan, you can collect your money in yuan. Be it in rupees, you can collect your money in rupees. Okay? So, but you are a global citizen. Okay, so tap into the global market. And now we now have AI tools now. AI tools have lowered the barrier of entry into tech. Things that would take me maybe 50, 60, 70 lines of code to write. You can just do it now with drag and drop. Things that would take me 10, 15 lines of code. You just drag, drop like 3, 4, 5 times. Just set what you need to set and you're able to go. So it used to be harder before, but now it is now easier. So you don't even need to be a programmer. That's the funniest thing. You don't need to know how to write Python now. So even get into the tech this thing. You don't need to know how to write any program, be it Python, JavaScript. You don't need to know how to write that to get into the tech world. Okay. So people are leveraging AI. Okay, let me get a thumbs up if you have used ChatGPT before. You have used ChatGPT before. Give me a thumbs up. Yes, you have used it before. Okay. How many of you can know the code, or you can write Python or JavaScript? If you can write Python or JavaScript that was used to build it, give me a thumbs up. You can see nobody. But you and I use ChatGPT every day. We use it a lot of the time. Okay. So imagine using these AI tools to build automated workflows without you writing one single line of code. Okay. And that is what is common nowadays. Now, are we saying that those that are writing code are no longer in vogue? No. No, they still have in fact, they have a lot of work to do. Okay. But as they are doing their job on the back end, some people need to be doing the job on the front end. That is you. You don't need to know how they wrote the code. Yours is, can you use what they have built? Okay. Can you merge those things together to bring out more business, to get business solutions and make money? Okay. So that is what we want to do. So now, what is AI automation? Okay. Basically, it's as simple as you are seeing it here. It is using AI tools to perform tasks automatically. You are not the one building the AI tools, though. You are not the one writing the code behind it. You are not the one doing, you don't want to go and get API anywhere. No. Yours is just to use the AI tools that has been created already, link them properly together, and use them to perform tasks automatically. Okay. So basically, what it's trying to do is for automation and AI automation, what we do there is that we replace repetitive human work with mass system. So something that you'll be doing over time. Okay, I have to go and send this email when it's 10 o'clock. Imagine when you resume work 9 o'clock in the morning, you need to send this email, you need to do this meeting, you need to do that. And you are doing it every day. But imagine you having a workflow that once you click on it, it sets the meeting for the rest of the year or for the rest of the quarter. And it gives it the correct name, it picks the correct date, and gives it the correct content. So that is one of the advantages. That's a process where you can see AI automation. Okay, so these examples, auto-replying mails. If you have 1,000 mails, do you want to be replying them one by one? No. You can build AI tools that can automatically reply those mails, automatically generating content. You ask questions from ChatGPT, it will generate things for you. But do you know if you link that ChatGPT to other AI tools properly, it can generate content depending on what you want. So that's another advantage of AI automation. Then managing customer support, that's automated customer service and data extraction and reporting. So these are some of the things that you can do with AI automation. You can do way more than this. Okay, you can do way more than this. Now, what is the difference? See, no code versus coding. Coding is not easy. Okay, but with AI automation, you can just use no code. We have no code tools. You are not writing any code. You are just connecting tools. Look at this statement, connecting tools visually. That's all you are doing. Connecting tools visually and setting them up correctly. You don't need to know how to write Python or JavaScript or anything. No. But with code, it is not easy. We can be on projects for months. We can be on a project for months. We can be solving just one bug for days, for weeks. That's for if I'm coding. But when I'm building an automation tool, no code, it's very easy for me. I know what to drag, I know what to connect, I know what to do. In no time, I've already built something that will be working effectively and that can be making me money. Very, very important. That is very, very important. So you can see at the end here, faster delivery, quicker income. Faster delivery, quicker income. Very, very important. Faster delivery, quicker income. So those are some of the things that we need to look at. So we are in 2026. It's not a must that you know how to write code, but believe me, it is very, very important for you to know how to use AI tools. It is very, very important to know how to use what? AI tools. Because number one, that is what most companies are asking for now. And I'm going to show you. Let me skip this. Let me skip this and let me come back. I'll come back to this. Look at this. This is Meta. Meta is owned by Mark Zuckerberg. They own Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. Look at it. This is, in case you don't know, maybe I should look at this. Is 14th November 2025, just 2 months ago. They want to what? Train. They want to tie employees' performance to their AI-driven impact. They will assess employee based on AI-driven what? Impact. They are shifting towards an AI-native culture and incentivizing AI adoption through rewards. Look at this. This is in the Times of India. AI is reshaping the future. AI is not replacing people. AI is improving results. Look at them. This news is still November 25th. Not long ago. So no matter how. Okay, a lot of us before. Okay, let me use the banking sector as an example. Before the advent of ATM machines, we had to go and collect money in the bank. You want to collect any money, you have to go into the bank. Okay? You have to go into the bank. Now, ATM came. It created some jobs for those that know how to maintain ATM machines, both hardware and software. And it improved the rate at which the banks were dispensing money, and banks were still making money from ATM charges. And I like it or not, the ATM charges is more than the money that they're using to maintain the ATM machines. That's the simple truth. It's a way for them to make profit. Now, yes, truly some jobs will become obsolete. They will have to downsize the number of cashiers. But at DP, you are one of the cashier, and you had already learned how to, you've seen that ATM machines are taking over, and you have learned how to maintain an ATM machine. What happens? You can just be promoted to that level, and you earn more. Because how many people can operate ATM machines as at when they came out? Very few people. So that is one thing that you must always learn. Learn to position yourself. Either you like it or not, AI is here to stay. A lot of you are using ChatGPT already, so you cannot even compare. You understand? So that is why I'm saying you have to learn those skills. So that even when you are now freelancing, you can build workflows, that you can use to make more money. Instead of getting jobs of $15, $20 that you have to write code and write codes. And you get the same job, you get a job of like $100 that you just need to drag and drop. And now, on the freelancer websites, on freelancer platforms, on freelance platforms nowadays, you see a lot of people looking for people who can build automated workflows. So these are some popular no-code freelance tools. You know ChatGPT, this one here. A lot of us, once we see this sign, we know it's ChatGPT. This is Google Gemini. This is Claude AI. We know Google. This is Google Sheet. Okay? There are still others. This is N10 for building automation workflows. We have Airtable. Airtable just works like Google Sheet. We have Notion. We have Make. We have Zapier. Also an AI automation workflow. Okay? We have Flowwise also. Now, the market is not rewarding effort, like I told you. It's not rewarding effort. It is rewarding leverage. I said it before we begin. I said at the beginning, I said, we have problems that, the problems that I will have to write maybe 10, 15, 20 line of codes to resolve before, now can just be resolved with just drag and drop. That is leverage. If I know how to do that, I will be faster than the person that will still have to go back to go and write codes to do the same job. Okay, so this is 2026. Please, the market is not. It rewards leverage. It rewards speed, accuracy, and problem solving. Okay, how fast can you solve that problem? How fast can you solve that problem? So you have to learn to leverage every tool at your disposal. Okay, so this is a typical automation workflow. Now, if you look at this, this is Telegram. This is like a Telegram assistant. Okay. So instead of having someone at the end of the call every time, you can build a workflow that will be automatically be answering customers. And with this, you have less errors, you have faster reply times. Look at this now. Everything that was done here, if you look at the time, this is 12:35 and 12:36. No errors. I'd like to travel to so-so place on so-so date. Great. These are automated responses. This is a typical automation project. Where you have what? You have your workflow here, and you can see the result. So this is a typical automation workflow. And look at this now. AI won't kill jobs, but we reshape. In fact, AI will create new jobs. That's the funniest part. AI will create new jobs. It will reshape jobs, and it will be creating new jobs. Now look at this. They say nearly 4 in 10 companies will replace workers with AI by 2026. Now, there are some people that will be managing those AI because there is need for human interference. There is need for human oversight. There are some people that will be maintaining that AI. And I believe that you want to be part of them. By 2026, company won't ask, can you do the job? They will ask you, can you leverage AI to do the job faster? Because right now, it's about speed, accuracy. It's about speed and accuracy. The competition is fierce. So they want people that can do the job in real time, as fast as possible. So what are the key steps to land a typical AI freelance job? Either freelance, either full-time. These are the ways. You need to gain practical experiences through workshops that showcase your skills. That is very, very important. You have to know how to do it. You have to know how. You cannot dribble around it. It's either you know or you don't know. You cannot guess your way around it. So you have to gain practical experience through workshop that showcase your skills. Number two, you have to show yourself. You have to show what you have done. People need to see what you have done. You can't do something well and go and hide it somewhere. You have to develop a portfolio that shows your projects. And those projects must display your technical knowledge. Okay? Number three, you need to always put your work history out there, especially when you are someone who has worked in AI and data science, although this is not compulsory for those that don't have that background. But if you have any background in data science, machine learning, AI, cloud, put it there. It gives you that extra leverage, especially in the freelance industry. Then the final one that you can never skip, continuous learning. The AI industry is a very, very dynamic industry. What you know today might become obsolete tomorrow. Very, very important. What you know today might become obsolete tomorrow. So you have to join several communities, check for the latest trend, look for what the improvement that is being made in AI, and align yourself with it. Okay? So if you align yourself with it, the new jobs that are coming out will be coming out with respect to those new trends. And if you are one of the pace setters, then you quickly get what you need. You get a large share of the market. Okay? So these are some freelance services powered by AI. You have your AI customer support chatbot. Those are like the one I showed you earlier. You can see that's a smart chatbot. Okay. We also have automated email responders. Okay. So people want a lot of businesses, they want this. You can't tell them that you're running a big business now and you don't want an AI customer support instead of having to hire multiple people to start picking up calls. So let's say you have a customer base of, even if let's just say 200 people, a customer base of just 200, and you are receiving, and out of that 200, let's say 30% of them contact you every day. That's about 60. So imagine now, let's say you have 500 and 30% is trying to contact you every day. When your business grows, that's 150. You know how many people you have to hire to start attending to 150 people? So a lot of, and we are now talking about companies that have customer bases of like 1,000, 2,000, 10,000 people. They are all around the world. They need these solutions. Then social media content automation. You know, social media is a big thing now. Social media is a big thing now. So people want to get content automatically. They don't want to have to go and do tons and tons and tons of researches. Well, and resume and cover letter automation. And we also have lead generation and CRM automation. That lead generation is very, very important in business because every business wants to get new customers. Okay? So who are those paying for these things? Every company is worldwide. Any company that wants to upscale, we pay. Global startups are even, because those ones are they want to be as fast as they can be. They want to overtake. That's one funny thing about new startup. They don't want to spend 10 years, 5 years. They are planning that in the next 2-3 years, they want to increase their valuation from like maybe $2 million to to $200 million in the next 2 years. They don't want to play the long game. So global startups, e-commerce store owners, imagine ShopRite. ShopRite want they want an automated customer answering machine. They don't need to go and meet what's their name, their cashier. You just go to the machine, search for what you want. It tells you the aisle is supposed to be, and it tells you the best product. They want something like that. Consultants and coaches, they also want that, and also companies and founders, be it busy or non-busy, both busy and non-busy founders, they all want it. So another question that will now come in is, how can I find dollar-paying clients? How can I find international clients? They are all around you, okay? They are on Upwork, they are on LinkedIn, they are on social media, they are on Fiverr, they are on freelancer.com, they're everywhere. But are you putting yourself out there? You need to put yourself out there. It's very, very important. Are you on these platforms? When you're on these platforms, are you searching for them in the right way? Are you putting out content that will make them relate to you? That's another thing you need to think of. That's another thing we can help you with. Now, this is a sample learning breakdown. A basic AI chatbot setup ranges between like $300 to $1,500 because there are stuff that there are things that you need to pay for. There are things that the customer will need to pay for, and they will be willing. They will happily pay because they know how much it's going to save them in the long run. Imagine me having an automation system that will save me at least $5,000 every month. And someone now tells me that I should be paying $500 for its maintenance every month. What do you think? You think I won't pay it? So they will. Now, we have monthly automation maintenance. Okay? They will pay for that. We have content automation. Okay? Then when you work with 1-2 clients, your stocks grow. It will refer you to other clients. And imagine you having like, maybe you start from maybe 1, you go to 3, you go to 5, you go to 10, you go to 12, you go to 15. And you are maintaining the automation, the workflows that you built for them. It's as simple as that. Before you know, you're chilling. So now, how? Because that's the next question. For those that are not even freelancers yet, how will be the question? Okay, how do I go about this? The first thing is learn 2 to 3 no-code AI tools. N10, Flowise, learn them. Pick a problem to solve. Build several projects that are solving several problems. Okay? Build demo automations. Where you can post your link on LinkedIn, you can post your link on social media, and people can interact with it. People can try it out. People can see the problem it is solving. Then after you've checked with people and you can see, and people have been able to use it also, then you can start pitching everywhere you go. Okay? You can start pitching everywhere you go. Now, I know some people will be looking at this like, especially those that are freelancers. They'll be like, people are already saying AI will replace us. No. AI will not replace you. AI will rather what? Augment what you know. AI will rather what? Augment what you know. That's what it's going to do. Now, when I say augment, I mean assist, I mean improve what you already know. Okay. Uh, okay, I think I've explained the myth of coding. It's not a must you know how to code. It's not a must you know how to code. Okay. Then clients won't pay Africans. That is a fallacy. I've been paid multiple times. So, and I'm an African. I live in Nigeria here. I live in Lagos. So that is a myth. Debunk that. I have a lot of friends that are on Upwork, on freelance, that they make good money. You see that on social media. How many of us know, anybody, people that are freelancers, people that make money, just give me a thumbs up. People that freelance, that you've seen them, they tell you about it. Give me a thumbs up. Okay, okay, okay. So are they there? So where you are, like I said, the world is a global village. The world is a global village. Where you are does not matter. Okay. In fact, with Starlink, you can be in the middle of the ocean. As long as you have your Starlink and transponder with you, you are good. You can be on a cruise ship and be working. Okay. So it's a global village now. Okay. So someone is saying AI jobs are saturated. That's actually a fallacy. There are more companies springing up every day, more companies expanding every day, and they are still looking for. In fact, if you go to some places in the developed world, places in the US, like the US, Canada, the UK, most part of Europe, China, there are still shortage of tech professionals. There are shortage of tech professionals. Okay, there are shortage of tech professionals. So that the AI jobs are saturated is actually a fallacy. Okay, I still had a friend in Germany talking to me, telling me that, guy, you need to come to this place. There are a lot of companies that they don't have enough AI guys. They don't have enough automation guys. They don't have enough machine learning guys. They don't have enough cloud guys. So just imagine. So, and a lot of them are now outsourcing. They are getting people remotely from wherever they can get them. Be you in Brazil, be you in Nigeria, be you in South Africa, be you in India, be you in New Zealand, be you wherever you are in the world. Okay? So AI jobs are not saturated. So what can you start doing this week? Because no matter what, all these things I've said, if you don't take any actions, I've been wasting my time. If you don't take actions, I've been wasting my time. Okay? So the first thing, you can open it. If you've not used ChatGPT before, okay, I would like you to go there, use ChatGPT, see what AI can do. And I know I trust a lot of us use ChatGPT a lot, so I might not even need to say that. But in case you've not used ChatGPT before, go to your browser, type ChatGPT there, go into the site and ask questions. See the suggestions it's going to give to you. Then you need to learn no code tools. So some of them, there are some of them. We have the Anything, we have Zapier, we have Make. Okay. Rebuild one manual task as automation. Rebuild only one manual task as automation. Okay. So maybe it's sending an email, maybe it's daily sending of email, maybe it's daily booking of event or something. Then once you've done that, post about it online. Okay, then reach out to 5 potential clients. Okay, so like I said, learn anything, Zapier or Make, learn the basics. Build one manual task that you know that is always common that maybe you do every day, like setting up meetings, sending emails, maybe replying customers or something. Automate it. Post about it online. Okay, then reach out to people. You'll find out that a lot more people need this thing than you actually believe. So at this moment, I'm going to hand over to my able partner in Muhammad. So he's going to come and finish with us. Muhammad, you have the floor. Let me stop sharing.
Okay, thank you very much, Caleb. It was truly listening into you. So guys, first things first, you may have seen the attendance form in the chat. So if you want to get access to our slides and any other materials, because guess what? The session has not ended. I'm only continuing from where Caleb stopped. Okay, and I'll be starting with a little bit of practicals. Okay, a little bit of practicals. I'll show you some cool stuff that is related to money, and then you can learn one or two things. So ensure to fill out the attendance form if you haven't already. It's in the chat box. You see the link, click on it and fill out the form. Once you fill it out, type done in capital letter in the chat. Okay, type done in capital letter in the chat. Type done in capital letter in the chat. Okay, are we together? Give me a thumbs up if we're together. Are we good to go? 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 Okay, Mustafa typed done. Fantastic. Good one. Done. Fantastic. So another thing you get by filling out the attendance form is the recording of this session alongside any of the materials we use will be shared with you. Okay. So guys, we've talked about automation, we've talked about AI skills. Why not show you where you can get these skills? Okay, let's take a look at what the opportunities really look like. What's the dynamics? How many of you know Upwork? I know Caleb has mentioned Upwork, but how many of you know Upwork? You have an Upwork account and you've tried getting a job on Upwork. Describe in one word how competitive Upwork is. In the charts, where are those? Where are my Upwork people? So very quickly in the chat, describe, describe. Very difficult to get gig. Steve said very difficult to get gig, and he's the first person to describe it. And guess what? I was like Steve as well. But guess what will happen? I will give you something today, okay? And you would know that it is not actually difficult. It was lack of information that caused it, okay? And by the time I'm done, I would want you to validate. Okay, I'd want you to validate it because I was like Steve and I joined a session like this, okay, some years back, and that was when my perspective changed. And I went and implemented the same thing that I was taught in that session, and guess what? I got my very first gig. Okay, so Steve, so somebody said, Blessing said exhausting. Isaac said very tough. Okay. So guys, if you are familiar with Upwork, and if you're not familiar with Upwork, Upwork is a freelancing platform where you can get access to gigs, to jobs. Okay. There are ways to get it. So let me share my screen and show you guys Upwork. Then from there, we'll go back to my slides and we can start to wrap up with the session. So give me a thumbs up, show me a sign that you can see my screen. Show me a sign that you can see my screen. Show me a sign that you can see my screen. So I'm showing you this particular account on Upwork. Okay, so this is how it looks like. You have your profile, you have your star, your verified profile, you have your portfolio, your work history, and all of that. Okay, and there is something called Connect. Connect is like a currency that you spend to apply to job on Upwork. So I have 135 now, but that's not what I came to show you. Let's apply to a job. Okay, let's search for a job. So I'm going to search AI auto, AI automation. Okay, so let's search for AI automation. So I'm searching AI automation. And guys, I want us to listen attentively. I want us to look at my screen and focus. Now, I want you to look at this job. He said automation plus AI systems builder. That's exactly somebody's writing on my screen. Somebody's writing on my screen. Oluchi, they're writing on my screen. Oluchi is writing on my screen. Let me see if I can erase it. All right, thank you very much for whoever erased it. Okay, so AI automation, automation plus AI systems builder, integration, CRM work. So here you can do the job if you have the necessary skills. You also have AI automation consultant. This was posted yesterday. This one too was posted yesterday. Okay, we have AI automation specialist for research and document creation. Okay, and this person is willing to pay $100 for this project. Posted 5 hours ago. Senior AI automation specialist. Okay, posted 2 days ago. N8N, that's one of the tools that Caleb mentioned. N8N automation expert. Okay, posted 8 hours ago. AI automation specialist posted yesterday. Now let me ask you one question, guys. Do you do you consider, do you consider these jobs recent? Some were posted yesterday, some were posted just hours ago, some were posted 2 days ago, 8 hours ago. Do you consider them recent? Type your answer in the chat very quickly, guys, because we're heading somewhere very quickly. So I need your participation very quickly. Aren't they recent? It's just yesterday, just 2 hours ago, 8 hours ago, right? 8 hours ago, 2 days ago. The job should still be up, right? Guess what? On Upwork, if you come to Upwork and you see that a job was posted yesterday, it's as good as a job posted last year. So that's the first learning point. If you ever come to Upwork and you see a job that was posted yesterday, what did I say? Consider it a job posted last year. Because on Upwork, one thing you must have is speed. Okay, you must consider speed. Why? Clients that advertise jobs on Upwork are looking for somebody to hire yesterday. I don't know if I'm making sense, guys. It's not as if they have time to wait to hire somebody. They need somebody like ASAP. So a job that this kind of job now, somebody has already gotten hired for this job. Don't worry. Don't even check. Somebody has gotten hired. Okay? And I'll show you the reason why in a little bit. So, okay, Mohammed, how do I get actual job? So it means even if I'm qualified for this job, I won't apply to any of them. The ones I'll apply to is this. I'll come to here where it says best matches. I'll click on best matches and select most recent. Most recent. Now, when I click on most, okay, when I click on most recent, it would show me based on when they were posted. Can you see this job? Who can see what is written here? I wish somebody can see it. Let me zoom in a little bit. Steve, I hope you're looking at my screen, especially you, because you're the first to answer my question. This one was posted 1 minute ago, meaning as we're having this conversation, somebody is looking for somebody who can create an email reminder workflow 1 minute ago. So these are the jobs that you are meant to apply to. This particular one now, only less than 5 people have applied to this job. Okay, less than 5 people have applied to this job. The other one I didn't show you, but you had like 50 plus people that have applied, the one of yesterday. So you can see the speed. Less than 5 people have already applied. So, but you still have a chance because 1 minute ago. Let's look at the next one. What is this? Posted 6 minutes ago. So all of us were here when this job was advertised. Okay. The next one is what? Posted 11 minutes ago. These are the kind of jobs you want to apply to. Look, once it has entered 1 hour, forget about it. Okay, come back later and look for the recent ones. So don't waste your connect on jobs that were posted yesterday. Okay, so these are some of the pieces of information. Now, even some of the jobs that were recently just posted, there are still some little things you have to look at before you decide, oh, this is the job I'll apply to. Okay, number one, you have to look at the payment verification of this person. Okay, if the payment is unverified, this person now, the payment is verified. If the payment is unverified, run. I will not say more than that. Okay, Or you want me to say more? Even if you say I should say more, I won't say more. Just run. Okay, if you see payments unverified. Now, another indication to run is that the person has not spent. Steve, you said I should say more. Don't worry, not today, not today. Okay, you said the person has not spent anything, meaning the person has not paid anyone on Upwork. Okay, so you can give the person the benefit of that and risk applying. Okay, but when they start telling you take it out of Upwork, give me your WhatsApp number, run. Okay, a word is enough for the wise. This kind of person now, payment is verified, has spent over $2K on Upwork. This is legit. Okay, this one I posted 11 minutes ago also 600 plus those pens already, legit, and so on and so forth. Okay, and so on and so forth. This person is budgeting $300 for this job. This one is budgeting $20. This person is not serious. Okay, anytime automation expert needed, and I want to pay the person $20. This person is not serious. Okay. So posted it 28 minutes ago, virtual assistant slash AI, automation and content. All right. So AI engineer. So different nomenclatures for the same job. So guys, with this little piece of information, if you can put it into execution, you will get you will get actual gigs. Okay. This is an app that I built yesterday using AI. Don't worry, we didn't come here to discuss that. So let's not get into that. Okay. Let's not get into that. Now, there is something we need to talk about. All these things always seem impossible until you get to see people who have actually done it. Okay, you get to see people who have actually done this thing. Now, this set of people on the front of my screen, Abigail, Soin, Benga, Nathaniel, and Abdul Rashid. These guys moved from the stage you are in now to becoming a tech expert, a tech professional after taking our courses. And one of the most notable things that they got access to was interview preparation. And specifically, you see Tony and Nathaniel, okay, I was opportune to be the one to prepare them ahead of their interview. And that singular preparation went very far in helping them land the job at the end of the day. So if you are here and you're looking for that level of mentorship, you are in the right place. Okay. Now let's look at 2025. Okay, let's review 2025. What happened in 2025? Now, and this particular report that you're seeing is an excerpt from the Future of Jobs reports, the Future of Jobs reports, World Economic Forum. Okay, the Future of Jobs reports. Ensure to fill out the form. Okay, ensure to fill out the form, and I will be taking questions at the end of the session. So if you want to ask questions, stick around till the end. You'll be able to ask me questions. I'll soon be done. Now, the Future of Jobs reports for 2025 from the World Economic Forum. If you don't know what the World Economic Forum is by now, then you need to start going back to reading newspapers. Okay? You need to go back to reading newspapers. That is where world level decisions are made. You have world politicians, the biggest of the biggest CEOs gather there and pretty much make decisions. You have countries represented there as well. The employers, top employers across the globe were asked, if you want to hire anybody, what is the cost? In 2025, that used to be um, analytical thinking, and then AI and big data was somewhere around 11th position. So meaning, if you have AI, you're not really a hot cake. This was early 2025. Now, fast forward to 2026 and beyond. The projections are showing that AI, AI is not just by a significant margin leading the core skills that are being considered right now. If you want to get hired, it is leading by a margin, and the projection says from now till 2030. From now till 2030. So it's sitting right on top and is the fastest growing. It grew so fast between early 2025 till date that it is now leading by a margin. So sit down for a moment and think about this. What do you think, where do you think we'll be by 2027, 2028 and beyond? Question number two, you want to ask yourself, where do you want to be found in this kind of economy? Bitcoin came, we all missed it. When COVID came, I did my best. Okay. I was able to get something out of it. What did I get out of it? Remote work. COVID accelerated remote work. Okay. And since then, I've not been working in the office. I don't even want to go back to the office. Okay. There's no amount you want to pay me that I'll consider going back to the office. I'm going to still ask you, do you have provision? I mean, if you can pay me this amount, you definitely have provision for me to do this job remotely. Why are we not considering that? Why should I be in the office? Do you understand? I'll give you my best work from home. Okay. So that is the acceleration. Now we are in the AI era. Do you still want to miss this? Because if you miss this, it may be even more costly than the other ones that you've missed. Because AI has come to stay. Okay. Even the ChatGPT you are using, the version you are using today was not where it started from. All right. So things are growing very fast. Okay. And I can go on and on. Another thing is recruiters are no longer hiring talent from their own locality alone. So talents that are located in North America and Europe, they are no longer the only ones that are considered for opportunities, right? You now have these recruiters looking at areas like Nigeria, West Africa, and Africa at large for talents that can deliver the same type of job. And guess what they gain from that? They are able to use the cost of living ratio to gain more in terms of saving the overhead cost. So a job that they would pay someone in their locality around 80,000 US dollars per year, they would pay you 40,000. They've saved how much? 50% of their overhead cost. But I mean, guys, calculate 40,000 US dollars, convert it into Naira and divide it by 12. It's sitting somewhere pretty around nearly 5 million Naira per month. Okay? Yes, 5 million Naira per month will not buy you Lamborghini. Okay? But even if government takes their tax, okay, won't you be happy with what's left? Okay, answer me in the comments. Answer me in the chat. Would you be happy with what's left? Let's even say government takes 50% and say they want to take half of your salary for tax. You'll be left with 20,000. That's still around 2.5. Okay, that's still around 2.5. And for most people, it is good. Somebody said money now water. So 2.5, you are easily among the top 1% in Nigeria. Easily top 1%, okay, if not top 0.1%. So at the end of the day, if you want to give yourself this opportunity, the first thing is you must be skilled. That's the very first thing. You must be skilled. Okay, you must be skilled. Now, this is the World Economic Forum Future of Jobs report. I included the full report here. So when you get my slides, okay, you'll be able to click on it and read the report yourself. So it's about 300 plus pages. So that's why I did not bore you with the details. So it talks about every single thing, and you can see it was released January 2025. So it's a report that comes out every 2 to 3 years. So the latest one is the report for 2025. Now, still in the World Economic Forum Future of Jobs, just to reiterate, right now, employers consider AI and information processing technologies to be that technology that will drive transformation from now on. What is everything saying? Skill up in AI, it cannot go wrong. Okay, skill up in AI, it cannot go wrong. When you look at the jobs that are projected to grow and the jobs that are also projected to decline, you see the shift. We are now shifting from mechanical engineers being the kind of jobs people are running after to what? AI engineers. And the engineers that are behind both of them are two different things. Okay, so the AI engineering, why they put engineering at the back of it is because of what Caleb said earlier. is drag and drop. Join ABC together, and you've built real useful solutions. And you then get to see that the reality is that companies are not bothered about your code. They are bothered about solutions that can actually drive change. So, and if you are that person that can create solutions, whether you're writing codes or not, you are the one. And now that AI solutions can be created without actually writing codes, guess what? Like Caleb said it has lowered the entry bar. So imagine cutoff mark, jump. Back then we were writing jump. What was the cutoff mark? I think the year I wrote cutoff mark, I can't remember the cutoff mark for it to even gain admission. But the cutoff mark for mechanical engineering back then, I think it was 240. Okay, don't worry, I'll not tell you the score I had. Okay, I'll not tell you my jam score. Okay, but I was able to make the cutoff mark. But so many people were not able to make the cutoff mark. So now imagine that for you to get into mechanical engineering now, the cutoff mark is around 100. 100 out of 400. You can't be that bad. Okay, you cannot be that bad. All right. And even if you think you are that bad, just get a little bit of mentorship and you are good to go. Okay, you are good to go. So such is where the entry bar into tech is right now. These are just projections pointing at the jobs. You see AI learning, anything around data and AI are projected to grow. And some of the popular jobs that we know, you can see mechanical engineering, architect, they are all fading away. They are all what? They are all fading away. So you need to join the bus now, or you get left behind. The choice is yours. Okay, now I'll give you a package. Okay, or let me call it a formula. You learn, you package, you apply. That's the formula for getting a job. Now, you can't miss anyone in this sequence. You cannot afford. If you learn, you apply. No, if you learn, you package, but you don't apply, you know the result already. No job. If you learn, you don't package, and you're applying, yes, you know your stuff, but you do not look attractive, and especially on LinkedIn. So let me show you. I'm at this point. Let me just share my LinkedIn profile with you, so you guys really can see what I'm talking about. I'll share my LinkedIn profile in the chat. Okay, ensure that you not just look at it, but shoot me a connection request so that we can connect on LinkedIn, and you also get to see some of the work that I've been doing within the past few days and months. Okay, so most importantly, I want you to look at how it looks. That is how your LinkedIn profile should look like. Clean, straight to the point. Your value proposition should be crystal clear. That is how you get a compelling profile that people will scroll, and when they reach there, they stop for a while. And that while is all you need to get the kind of attention you're looking for to get a job. Okay, now if you don't learn, but you are packaging and applying, that is another definition of what? Scam. That is another definition of scam. You are not learning it, meaning you don't want to know it, but you want to package and apply. What are you packaging? Tell me what you're packaging if it's not scam. So you see, at the end of the day, you can't leave anyone out of it. These are some of the salary ranges you can get for yourself. People who joined our programs and got jobs. You have Joel, you have Vivian, you have Oluwadamilare, you have Ikmat. Now, I love to talk about Ikmat. Ikmat was a nursing mother, okay, as at the time she took our program and got this job. And I did not know until she got the job. I had the opportunity to know this because I was the one who prepared Ikmat. If you play her video, you hear when she said, when she had the preparation with me, it was as if I knew the questions that she was going to be asked. And it's not rocket science. We take the job description, take your CV, do some permutation and combination. That's where my expertise is. And then we are able to predict the kind of questions you should prepare for. And we do the preparation, learn what kind of answers they'll be expecting. And that was how she got the job. Okay. And there are more people. Okay. More people. But let's pause for a while and talk about the actual, what do you call it now? Career paths that you can pick from. There are six of them. And if you are here today, I want you to listen attentively for the next, say 15 minutes. Okay. I would explain each of the career paths, but I want you to have one thing in mind while I'm explaining so that it can help you choose. So we can then talk about it at the end of the session. I'll allow you to unmute, be able to speak with me, just while I'm speaking with you now. Now, for you to select a career path, okay, it depends on certain things about yourself. Number one is, what are you currently doing? What kind of job are you doing if you have a job? Or generally, what are you doing now? That's one. Number two is, what are your interests? As an individual, what are you interested in? Okay? Anything at all, what are you interested in? Okay, and that would drive the kind of career path that would likely pique your interest. So while I'm explaining, listen attentively. And like I said, there are 6 career paths you can possibly go into now. Number one is vibe coding. Vibe coding. Now, vibe coding is, you want to be able to create apps, applications, websites that are functional and usable without writing codes. Okay, without writing codes. Now, if you go to my page, okay, this is what I am currently doing. All right. And prior to this, I've not written, I don't know how to write Node.js. I don't know how to write code. I don't even like code to start with. Okay. I don't like writing code. In fact, that was why I started out early in my career as a data analyst. I was avoiding data science because data science involved coding. Okay. Until I saw that even the coding is not that hard if you have the right motivation. So back then, my motivation was the cash. Okay. And what more motivation are you looking for? So that was how I entered data science. But now, you don't need to write codes to develop apps, to develop games, to develop websites. All you need is prompt. Prompt, what is prompt? How to communicate with ChatGPT. Finish. So vibe coding is that career path you want to go into, to be able to create apps and websites and games if you don't want to write codes, or without writing codes. Then you have AI coding. Confirm if you can still hear me. Can we hear me? Can we hear me? Can anybody hear me? Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Did I break for a while? Was I interrupted for a while? Okay, I was. Okay, but I'm back now. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, sorry. Sorry about that. So I was saying that for AI content and video creation, it is, I mean, by now you are seeing videos, AI generated videos, and all of that good stuff online. And people are using it for advertisements, and they are very nice to watch. They are captivating. They get their attention, and attention is the new currency. At least that's what people say on social media, right? So if you want to be that person, that's social media automation specialist, that AI video content creator, okay? You want to be able to start up your YouTube channel without showing your face for one day and still get paid about that, because that's what Caleb talked about so far. AI automation engineering, you want to be able to build AI virtual assistants, AI agents that can actually do stuff for you. Okay, so this is the career path you want to go for. Then you have generative AI for data analytics. Now, this is still AI automation, but tailored towards data analytics. So you want to be able to create an AI virtual assistant that can analyze data, give you reports. Some of our students are even going to create a very exciting project tomorrow. Okay, not tomorrow, rather this weekend. Okay, and I am super excited to see it. So you can also follow us on LinkedIn, follow us across all our social media handles, so you get to see some of these projects. Okay, you get to see some of these projects. You also have AI for business analysis and project manager. So majority of us know who a project manager is. Okay, so and as a project manager, we are now moving away from busy work to automated work. So some of the manual for this. And last but not the least, you have AI for HR analytics. AI for HR analytics. If you're into HR, you want to be able to automate your HR processes, your hiring processes, your people analytics processes. Now, this is the career path for you. Okay, and I have a breakdown of each of them. Give me a second. I have a breakdown of each of them. Uh, so let's start with vibe coding. So it's an 8 weeks program or 2 months. Okay, vibe coding. From your very first demo project, you go into product requirement documents. Okay, how to come up with a product requirement document using AI. Normally, it's a business analyst that will come up with a PRD, but you have to learn it. Okay, because now you are the entire development team. Only you. You are representing the business analyst, the developer, and so many other things like that. Okay, so many other team members. So um you learn how to do that, you learn how to build a website, make it live, and so many exciting projects that you will be doing over the course of 8 weeks. Similar for AI content and video creation. Okay, you start with AI video creation foundation, you look at some of the tools, you go into prompt engineering, you go into text to image, AI video editing, AI voice and audio creation, and all of that stuff. You even do automation, okay, social media automation. Then you go to AI automation engineering, which is the core automation career path, where you build AI agents that can do stuff. They can answer calls, they can respond to text messages, they can remind you of stuff, depending on the use case. Again, guys, if you are here and you've not filled the attendance form, do well to fill it out. If you don't fill it out, you will not be getting our recording as well as this particular slide, so you can go into the details. Okay. Of policies, activities like stakeholder management, risk analysis, process modeling, documentation, and all of that stuff. You do that, but powered with AI. You also have AI for HR analytics. So you go through exciting HR analytics use cases which you would use um in your career. Now, we here at the analytics business, we've understood one thing, that it is not enough to know the technical side alone. You must have what we call the right employability skills. And we take you through that as part of the package as well. And I would say that this is even the more exciting part of the training. Let me tell you the reason. You go through what we call CV review and revamp. So how should your CV look like? Okay. You also go through what? LinkedIn optimization. For example, I shared my LinkedIn profile link and I've seen that you have gone through it. Okay. So you see the way that LinkedIn looks like. That's exactly how you want yours to look like. So if you're here and yours does not look like that, you need this. You also have navigating the job market. Now, we talked about Upwork. Is Upwork the only place? Not necessarily. There are some other places, and they have their own peculiarities as well. Okay, so you'll be shown how to navigate the job market. Then you have interview preparation. Interview preparation. Okay, I talked about the interview preparation when I was talking about some of the testimonials. Okay, so you get prepared ahead of your interview if you inform us, because most times we will not know if you have an interview coming up until you tell us. But when you tell us, we'll schedule you for a preparation session and you are good to go. It's exciting, right? Is it exciting? Give me a thumbs up if that sounds exciting. Give me a thumbs up if that sounds exciting. Give me a thumbs up if it sounds exciting. Fantastic. Now, do you know what is even more exciting about interview preparation? It is the fact that even after your 8 weeks during the training program has finished, if you have an interview coming up, we will send you for you've never known how to do before. It is to actually translate that into some form of income. All right. You also have job reference letters. Now, one of the things we do here at Analytics Business is to allow you to use our brand as one of your previous or current experience so that by the time you are asked to provide a reference, we can be one of your referees so that you get access to that offer. Okay, sometimes you getting the offer. Apparently, you're writing on my screen. Okay, you're writing on my screen. Please kindly stop it. Okay. Let's see if we can get that rid of that. All right, thank you very much. So, um, you can get job reference letters from us. You can also get on-the-job support. Okay. You also have weekly mentorship session, and then you have Upwork optimization session. So, what we did today on Upwork is a glimpse of what we're going to be. Okay, can we hear me? Can uh, okay, so allow me to. Okay, great. Confirm one more time that you can hear me before I fire on. Confirm one more time that you can actually hear me before I put my foot to the pedal. All right. So, great. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for that. All right. So, as I was saying, this package comes along with any of the career path you choose. It is not standalone. Some people come and tell us, "Oh, Mohammed, I like your mentorship session. Please, can I take only your mentorship session?" I'm like, no. Because why? Most people, when we test their technical prowess, they are below the average line. And that is not the kind of talent we want to push out there. Half-baked. No, not half-baked. We want to compete with people, okay, that have a decade of experience. And I tell people that now is the best time to compete against those kind of people. Do you know what? Because they are also learning these things. These things are new. Okay, these things are new. So even people who have spent a decade in tech are learning these things for the first time. Okay, so now is the best time because the playing field has been leveled. So you not taking the advantage of learning it is leaving an opportunity, a fresh opportunity on the table, okay, and calling it something else. You are leaving opportunity on the table and you're calling it something else. Now, your program is 2 months, okay, it's 100% online. Your classes are mainly during the weekend, Saturdays and Sundays, Saturdays 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., Sundays 2 to 5 p.m. Now, during the week, we still meet with you, but they are not necessarily classes. On Tuesday 9 to 10 p.m., we have what we call support sessions. Now, these support sessions are meant for you to ask questions around gray areas and any other thing as regards your training so far. And then on Thursdays, you have your mentorship sessions where you get to um, go around, you get to learn about some topics that 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 you don't get taught usually. For example, if you are in an interview, how do you introduce yourself? See, a lot of people underrate introduction. You are preparing for all the other questions they want to ask you, and you leave the most important question. Tell us about yourself. And the tragic thing about this is that that is the most predictable question in an interview. Tell us about yourself. And I tell people, if you can nail your introduction, you have completed the interview 50%. Well, hello, my name is Mohammed. Um, as a professional. I have close on a decade of experience and I've been transforming organizations over the past half a decade. within the tech ecosystem. Okay, and I'm super excited to be here today to share more with you, to get to discuss, learn more about the organization. One of my greatest achievements is one of the automation systems that I created that yielded in a 30% increase in revenue over the course of a couple of weeks. Okay, and I love to talk about it and share my experience with you. Now, if you don't have a compelling introduction like that by the time you are done with your normal introduction, they already know they are not hiring you. They'll just ask you questions, just ask. Okay, they already know they're not hiring you. But if you can introduce yourself the way I've just done, okay, maybe even better, guess what? Now they will listen to you. They will drop all the questions they prepared and start asking you, oh, you said you did a project on something. Now tell us a bit more about that. Guess what? You have already prepared. Now you have the steering wheel. They think they have the steering wheel, but guess what? Steering wheel of that interview is in your hand. And now you can dictate what happens next with what you're saying. Okay? So these are some of the things. I'm giving you a glimpse of some of the things you enjoy. I'm here at Ten Analytics Business. Now, once you're done with the training, you get an ACTD accredited certificate. What does that mean? The American Council of Training and Development has accredited our certificate. So it's not just a piece of paper anymore. It is highly recognized. So wherever you are across the globe, you're here, you're thinking of traveling out, and you have such plans, the skills remain valid. Okay, and the certification that you'll be gathering remains valid as well. Remote options as well, becomes very, it becomes very accessible to. All right. So now, some of the job boards you can apply to jobs: Flex Jobs, work remotely, Motive, Jobspresso, Working Nomads, Crossover, Upwork, LinkedIn, Indeed. The list goes on and on. Some of them that I mentioned are not even on my screen. Okay, so the list are enormous. Now, these are people again, different set of people who used the learn package apply formula. Okay, this is Pavel from a teacher. He's now a tech professional. What did he do? Learn package apply. This is Bukola. She moved from zero experience to getting her very first tech job after joining our program. What did she do? Learn package apply. This is Ene. This is the exact same thing. Currently works remotely as a data scientist with a company in Germany after passing through our program. The same goes for Judith. From a carer, now works as a tech professional. What did she do? Learn, package, apply. So the steps are easy. First, you select your career path. Second, you start to build real world projects that you can showcase. Third, you want to now start selling that. Okay, you get your first client, step number 4, and then you scale up from there. You scale up. I did not say scale up. I said scale up. There are two different things. Okay, so if you've not filled the form, that's the form in the chat now. Click on the link, fill out the form so that you don't miss out on these slides. So you can go through the slides again and again and again as much as you like. Now, I want to speak with only a specific set of people. Those who have decided within their mind that, look, I must get skilled in AI. Now, let me know if you are one of those people. Type me in the chat, okay, if you want to know how you can get yourself started, okay, with our next cohort. Type me in the chat, okay, because this is the point where you now make the final decision. Now, all the chips are down. Do I walk away and say, oh, I'll set myself some stress, okay? Oh, I'll keep my resources. But guess what? One way or the other, you still get to part with your resources, okay? If it's not your time, it's your money. If it's not your money, it's something else. And like that. Now, our second cohort for the year is starting February 7th. February 7th. Okay. And there is an exciting early bird discount across all our programs right now as we speak. So all the programs, okay, um, are same price, okay, depending on which one you go for. You pick one, and the price of the program is 250,000 naira. Now, I'm sure you're asking, okay, what's the early bird discount? Right now, we have a 40% early bird discount, okay, that cuts that down to 150,000 naira total that you pay, and you get all those ongoing supports, the interview preps ongoing, the the on-the-job support, the reference letters, which you can get after a program has even ended. You get all of those things at this discounted rate. As if this is not enough, you can also split the payment into two parts. 75,000 naira now, you are sure you have that discount to yourself. Okay, you have one of the slots that are available now to yourself. Only a few slots are available, about 15 if my memory serves me right. Okay, 75,000, that gives you the discount, and then you pay 75,000 after you've started the program. That's for 1 month after you started the program, you can balance up with the remaining 75,000. Now, some of you may say, "Oh, Mohammed, I'm hearing this for the first time. I don't have up to 75,000. Can I pay just part, at least just to lock down the discount?" If that is you, then the answer is yes. Make a deposit of 40,000 naira at least, and guess what? The discount slot is yours. Okay? You can do that now, right now, with a bank transfer to our Kuda bank account 3002-668-546. And immediately you're done, send me a DM so that I tell you the next line of action. Okay? You can send a DM to me 0703-215-8619, or you can send a DM to me again via this other line. Give me 1 second. You can send a DM to me via, there are multiple lines that you can reach us via. Okay, primary one 0703-215-8619. Receipt of payment, proof of payment, and I'll move you to the next step of your enrollment process. Only 15 slots are available. Okay, only 15 slots are available. Okay, and if you are sure that this is the next step for you, this is what you should do. And guess what? If you're walking away from this, you might just be walking away from yet another wave of opportunity. Okay. Let's even say there was no discount. Okay, let's assume there's no discount. The price is what? 250K. So if you walk away, you're saving 250K, right? How long is 250K going to last you? Okay, look at where the economy is going right now. Okay, so many news flying here and there, and the only projections we are seeing, especially here in Nigeria, is looking at taking everything you've worked for from you. Okay, the tax number one, fuel is projected to increase to about 1,400 right now. We are being prepared for that. Okay, we are getting prepped on social media for that, and so many other things. Okay, happening around, all right, that are making the economy not favorable, especially if you are on the average or below the average line. So, what are your plans to move over above the average line? Because guess what? In this same economy that you are in, there are people who don't care about what tax reforms are. They have it covered. Okay, there are people who are even paying more tax than you are. Okay, but guess what? They are very comfortable. So, would you prefer where you are now or where you possibly can be, you having one of these courses: vibe coding, AI video content creation, AI automation, AI for data analytics, AI for BM PM, and AI for HR analytics? Just one of these can open an endless amount of doors for you, okay? At least for the next 5 years, okay? And you can get yourself started. So that is it, and I will take questions now. Okay, so if you have any questions for me, you can either drop it in the chat or use the raise hand icon. Just click on react and then use the raise hand icon like so. I would ask you to unmute, and then you can go on and ask your question. You'll be able to speak with me while I'm speaking with you. So let's have a conversation. I'll take 5 questions and we will be calling it a night. I'll take 5 questions and we will be calling it a night. I'll take 5 questions and we will be calling it a night. One of my team members will also put the payment information in the chat box. Okay, they'll put the payment information in the chat box, and you'll be able to copy from there as well. You'll be able to copy from there as well. Okay, if you can't see my screen, you will be able to copy it from there as well. Now remember, send me a DM immediately after payment so that we can have the details in our files and prepare your space for you ahead of February 7th. Okay, so question time, question time. You can drop this in the chat or simply ask to unmute. You can, raise your hand and I will ask you to unmute and we can have a conversation. So any questions? Any questions? Any questions? If you don't have questions, I have questions. Okay. So just let me know that you don't have questions. And guess what? I will ask you my own question. Okay. I will ask you my own question and you must answer. Okay. You must answer because you are the one that chose not to ask me. So, any questions? Steve, where are you? Do you have questions? Frederick, do you have questions? Oko, do you have questions? Oluwakemi, do you have questions? I'm just calling people's name at random. Okay, so do you have questions? Too well to ask if you have. Okay, Steve, you don't have any questions. Fantastic. Have you registered then? Have you registered? You registered. Let me congratulate you here live on the call. Have you registered? Okay, have you registered? And if you've registered, have you sent me a DM? Have you sent me a DM or have you sent me a DM? Okay, so registered, you can indicate. Let me congratulate you. Okay, if you've not, why not? Why have you registered? Okay, ask your questions. Ask your questions. Ask your questions if you have any. So we can and provide clarity. Which program did you choose? Did you go for automation or vibe coding or AI for content creation? Which one did you go for? I would love to know. I would love to know as well. I would love to know as well. So anyone, I was a question. I was crystal clear. So everything is no questions. I think I had some questions even before the session was going on. Let me see. Okay, Frederick is asking, please, this Upwork, is it an app to be downloaded? Yes, you can download it on your phone. You can also download it on your laptop. Um, you can download it on your laptop. You can also use it online. Okay, whichever one you want. Whichever one you want. I use all. Okay, I use all of the above. So let me see who asked me question again. Let me see. I think I seem to have a. Oh, Steve, you've connected on LinkedIn. All right. AI for data analytics. Great. Congratulations. Let me clap for Steve. Congratulations. I'll definitely accept your connect on LinkedIn once I am off this call. Okay. So who else? Who else? Who else? Before we call it a night tonight, before we call it a night tonight, before we call it a night tonight. Chooks, Obilo Chooks, have you registered as well? Have you registered? Have you registered? Blessing, have you registered? Have you registered? Again, ensure to send me a DM uh, into once you're done. Okay, so I want to believe that there are no. Okay, if you're not asking questions, let me see. There are 19 people here, and you're not asking questions. Let me see if I can call names. Somebody's name is 79400368346. What kind of name is that? Okay, and then I have Andrew. Andrew, do you have questions? Please feel free. Okay, I'm not a policeman. You can ask me questions. Chineye, feel free. Dr. Tayo, feel free to ask me questions. Barasa, ask me questions, feel free. I'm not a soldier. Favor, you can ask questions, feel free. I'm not gonna arrest you. Julius, go ahead and ask your questions if you have one. I've mentioned Chooks, Oluwatoba, Oluwatoba Omojola. Ask me questions. Steve, you said you don't have questions. You registered already. Congratulations once again. Esther Jacobs, ask me questions. Victor Ovajimo, you can feel free and ask questions. All right. So, let me see. Are there any other questions? Are there new questions? Okay, none yet. All right, guys. This is the point where I'd say, um, again, if you walk away from this, Esther, you just came in. All right. So I think the best you can do, Esther, is to fill out that attendance form so you get the recording as well as my slides that I use for this session. So we discussed a whole lot of things, and you definitely missed a whole lot of things. I'm not gonna lie. So the best you can do now, fill out that attendance form, watch the recording, and get back to me immediately you are done. Okay, and we can have an actual discussion. Now, if you leave this place without, where's the attendance form? It's in the chat. One of my team members will paste it now. So you can click on the link and fill it out. So one of my team members is going to paste it. Okay, so and you can definitely fill it out. So just look out in the chat. After I message now, you should be receiving it. I have a question. Where are you located? Okay, so most of our team members are located in Lagos and scattered around Africa. Okay, but currently we operate fully remotely. All right, fully remotely. In the next couple of months, we're gonna have our one of our offices in Lagos. Okay, but our headquarters is currently in Canada. Okay, so but we're gonna have a location in Lagos. Okay, but right now we operate fully remotely. So I hope that answers your question, Favor. Andrew, I can see your hand is up. Very good. You nearly missed the boss, but I've asked you to unmute, so probably you'll be the only one I'll have a conversation with. But I'll be glad to do that. So I've asked you to unmute. Kindly unmute your mic
I'm already
so we
unmuted.
can have a
Can you hear me?
conversation. Yeah, loud
I'm
and
al-
clear.
yeah, okay. I'm already on the AI automation course, the one that started on the 10th of December. I just feel I should be part of this class because I enjoy everything. Anytime you talk, I always enjoy your the way you talk. So I just decided to be part
And
of
I
this.
need to I need to charge you for attending my sessions then, Andrew.
Hey,
I need to charge you specially.
thank you very much,
I need to start
Mohammed.
charging you. All right, I'm just joking. Okay. I'm just
Thank you
joking.
very much. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, all right. All right. So do you have another question you want to ask, or you just want to mention that?
No, I don't have any. I'm gone. I don't have
Okay, all right.
any contribution
Any
to make.
question? All
Yeah,
right,
no
all right. Are you
questions.
already in one of our programs, or what's the
I'm
situation?
already in the AI automation program now with
Let me
Abdullah Musa
With
Abdullahi.
Abdullah. Fantastic. I'm
Yeah,
sure you're
Abdullah.
enjoying it,
Yeah,
right? You're
and that's why I decided
enjoying
to come and listen to part of what you are doing too now.
Fantastic,
Thank you very
fantastic,
much. Yeah, you guys are
fantastic.
great.
All right. Thanks for that. Okay.
Yeah.
Anytime people tell us that what we are doing is great, we are eager to even do more. Okay. So, I hope we are good. I hope we are good to go. Any more questions? Any more contributions? If not, I am about to wave a bye-bye. And guess what? We also wave bye-bye. This discount will wave you a goodbye. Okay? So do well to secure a discount, okay, before 12 midnight so that you can benefit from it. Okay. Um, all right, so that's the form. Esther, the form is in the chat now if you want to fill it out. Okay, the form is in the chat now if you want to fill it out. So do well to fill that out, and you're pretty much good to go. So guys, this is the point where I would say thank you to everyone who is still here. Um, I hope you had value for your time. Okay, I hate wasting people's time. So, but I hope you got value for your time and you learned one or two things that you can also even share with people. So tell it to your friends, your colleagues. Oh, there was this young man that spoke from Tenalytics business. I think you need to take a look at their page. So follow our page, share the word, and let us help as many people as we possibly can. So cheers, guys, and have a wonderful night's rest.